Hey everyone, welcome to another game of Dominion. Let's take a look at this board. Right, so we have villages, we have Crossroads, Coin of the Realm, Fishing Village. For trashing we have Monastery, we've got Nobles for draw and Hireling, we've got Grand Market for buys and payload. There is Palace, not sure how relevant that will be. There is Scouting Party as well. So I mean, the obvious engine here is Nobles, Grand Market. We do want a Monastery for trashing, and I think Fishing Village is still good. The question is, do we want to pick up a silver first to try and hit 6? There's lots of good stuff at 6. Or do we go in for Fishing Villages? I think I would rather get the money first and then pick up a single Monastery. Because I mean, normally if you want to hit, for example, 5, you would open up with a silver. But here, we want to hit 6, so there's even more reason to open up with silver. This is a bit of a shame. I'm not a huge fan of Crossroads because I want to trash my estates early. So I think I'll get a Coin of the Realm. I do have to get something in order to actually trash with my Monastery. Otherwise I probably would have got nothing. Also, for this reason, I'm not so keen on Fishing Village anymore. Would I rather get a secret passage here, or do I actually just want another silver to help me hit 6 and to get Grand Markets going? The Fishing Village is not doing anything for me right now. Secret passage is alright, though. Let's go for the silver, but I don't really want any more than this. And we've actually hit 6 here, which is excellent. Would I prefer a Hireling first over Nobles? Because this is quite early. This is a tricky decision. Which to do? I definitely want one of these because I want to get my draw up more quickly. I think at this early stage, Hireling is more tempting, but I'm thinking I might be more likely to hit 6 with a Nobles play, so let's just get the Nobles. So here is 5. Of course, I don't have to buy a card that costs 5. I could go for 3. I could go for like Scouting Party and now go for the Fishing Village. I think I will do that. Actually, I will just get... I'm sure I'll have other junk in there to use my Monastery on. If I draw with the Nobles, I will be triggering a shuffle, but I think that's actually still better here. And this is nice. I get to get a 6. And I get to trash copper. I suppose I could have played all. Even bought a Scouting Party. And then the Nobles, because I could have trashed the coppers from play. That was actually very silly of me to do that. That's what I should have done. Scouting Party and Nobles still, never mind. I will take another Fishing Village. It is tempting to get another Monastery. Here I hit 6 for another Nobles, and we will trash another copper. Okay, so now we're going to start getting an engine going here. I guess my opponent is not trashing their estates, which seems slightly strange to me. I will just play this. Do I want to call this coin? Yeah, let's get my Monastery. There it is, and play this for next turn. Excellent. I should just know what I want is I really want the Grand Market now. so I can get the buy, especially if I can pull off another turn like that. Getting the buys will help. It means I'll trash faster as well with Monastery. So there was no point in Scouting Party because I'd have drawn my deck. This is good. This is the end of the line. Do I just buy one Grand Market, or do I get another Nobles? I think right now I get another Nobles and a Fishing Village, and I trash two things. Soon I will want more Grand Markets, of course. Royal Carriages are nice. I'm not sure when I'm going to pick them up, though, because I still need Fishing Villages and Nobles and Grand Markets. I think they're all slightly higher priority. My opponent is starting to kick off now as well. Sadly, I have to take one of these for actions. This will be the end of the line, but that's fine. And I should just play all of these, because I can't get 2/6 at it. Scouting Party, I think everything that's in here is good. No, there's no Nobles in there. So I want to hit the Scouting Party, and I actually want to discard some of these. That is just so I'm drawing less. Well, I meant drawing less of the hand that wasn't like Nobles. Like the previous turn with 3 Fishing Villages was quite a bad hand. So I feel confident that that was the right play. I think my opponent has better economy than me. Oh, I see, of course. The Crossroads draws from the Nobles. How did I forget it wasn't just estates? That was a very silly oversight for me to look. Do they still have their estates, though? They have trashed at least one. So I might pick up a Crossroads at some point. Here I will draw everything. I would like to leave a Fishing Village for next turn, so I won't play these. In fact, what I could get is a Grand Market and a Crossroads, and trash 2 of these. I guess it is unlikely that Palace will come into play on this game. I think the engine is too good. My opponent's 3 silvers are much nicer. Well, I guess May might be going for Palace instead. I definitely would have picked up another Grand Market myself. The buys are too important. I will just play the Crossroads now. I don't think I'll have any problems drawing my deck. No, I won't. There we are, we've already drawn it. Yeah, no need to play any of those. I do want one of those. Now I think is the time for Royal Carriage. It'll act like a Grand Market. So, and we are done trashing. We have plenty of draw in our deck. So now the aim is to just grab as many Grand Markets as we can. We should have no problem drawing. I guess my opponent has worse draw than me, and they're buying more stop cards. I do wonder if the additional money that comes from golds is going to help. I guess they are going to try and buy 3 coppers at the end of the game. That's what I'm suspecting based on what they're doing. Which is pretty smart, actually. So maybe I want to consider the golds. But how soon will the game end? Well, when this pile ends, they can also just get fishing villages, but they don't have the buys. So I should have left a grand market for my royal carriage. That was a bit silly of me. So maybe I want the gold instead. Yeah, so I can get 2 golds and then I can get 2 coppers when I think the game is about to end. It would then each copper is like a duchy, but it doesn't cost me anything, so. And so that seemed risky that they were lowering the piles that much. We will see how this goes. Do a bit of drawing first. Yeah, there we go. So, what can we do? I can get 6 points through 2 coppers. How many buys are needed to end the game? 5. I have exactly 5. My opponent has way more grand markets than me, but I don't think I can actually risk buying this grand market because they can just pile out. I could use with 2 coppers, but do I really want them now? I think I just have to grab more green than my opponent. So they can't just empty the game on me. I would still have liked the grand market, but I couldn't afford it. So that implies to me that I should just get more copper. You know what? I think I could actually draw through all of this, so I'm just going to do all of that now. That might be too early, but I think this game is coming to a close very quickly. And of course I've always got the crossroads if I draw a lot of green. Might be worth trying to pick up another one, in fact. So yeah, so my opponent has 5 grand markets. They can get up to 7 buys if they use their royal carriage on a grand market. So, but here they are unable to pile out. And they actually didn't draw their deck. That's a good sign for me. I will play the grand market first. And this one, because I do have one more. I shall play this to draw. So I would like to not pull my coin of the realm if possible. Okay, so I think I'm doing well on draw here. It is a bit risky. So I can't get triple province, sadly. I am 1 coin short. So what can I do? Do I just empty all the duchies first? So that's 15. I could get 3 duchies and a province. Can I afford that? Yes, I can. What does that do? So I'm 6 behind. That leaves me 9 points ahead with 3 provinces. If my opponent can triple province, I think I'm doomed anyway. So I think I have no choice other than to do that. Buying coppers does nothing for me here. Obviously I don't want to play the monastery. This is a very bad turn. So this may be the end for me. Unless my opponent also does, but it doesn't look like they are. Yes, this is a single province turn. My opponent's clearly doing significantly better than that. Really, I need them to double province and get no other points. Seems very unlikely. And they can triple province, so that's it. It's all over for me. But what are they doing? Well, they won anyway, so yeah. I mean, it was doomed regardless, so I think I did the correct thing there. Yeah, my opponent got off to a better start than me, I think, on that game. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.